most manufacturers struggle with paid ads by wasting thousands of dollars and seeing little to no results. If your ad campaign right now is not generating the leads or online sales, after watching this video, you're gonna know exactly the steps to avoid, and most importantly, you're gonna see why most manufacturers are running ads the wrong way. So why should you listen to me? I've been managing ads since 2017 and working specifically with manufacturers since 2020. We helped dozens scale into 7 and 8 figures in revenue, leveraging paid media and having online systems nurture and convert their customers. So let's dive right into the video. So when it comes to running paid ads, there's usually 4 key factors that I see constantly with campaigns that are not converting well. So the first step is seeing poor campaigns. Now, poor campaigns fall into 3 different buckets. The first bucket is having low budgets. When you're advertising online, there's several ways you can structure your ad spend. You could do a lifetime budget or you could do a daily budget. You want to have control within the campaign. So focus on a daily budget. Now that budget is going to be extremely important depending on the outcome you want. If you're looking to get into 7 figures in sales, $50 a day is not going to do it. But if you're trying to get started into advertising successfully, a starting budget of $50 a day is what you're going to need. Now, the reason behind that is because when you're running ads on these platforms, we're going to be receiving data. If we're getting data back at a slow rate, one, it's going to take way longer to optimize a campaign, and it's going to take even longer to understand what is going on and if that campaign is something we should put more time into. Secondly, is user experience. Now, this is going to be for Facebook or for Google. The customer experience is everything. So we have to understand, we are paying for a visitor to come onto our website to take a valuable action. So we need to understand why they're on our page. What are going to be the benefits to them for inquiring? So one big mistake we see quite often for lead generation companies or even some e-commerce stores is that they drive most of their traffic to their home page. Now, the reason why we don't want that is the same reason why when we ask our wife to go to Target and say, hey, we just want shaving cream, and they come back with 3 bags. But if they had the shaving cream in the first aisle or right in front and the cashier's right there, there's gonna be a high probability they'll grab the shaving cream and leave. Now, that might be a bad example, but you kind of get what I'm going at here. Next is 0 to minimal testing. This is a key factor because we tend to believe this billion-dollar company, Facebook or Google, is a platform that does not convert. Now, let's keep in mind, they got to that status of a billion, sometimes $1 trillion company from paid advertising. So the technology they're using works. So it's very important to understand if something is not converting at the acquisition cost that's as profitable for you, is there's a high probability you are not testing enough. So whether it's different keywords, different ad groups, or creatives and videos on Facebook, testing is going to be the name of the game. All right, next up is tracking ROI. This is such a major issue in manufacturers and even businesses as a whole, not understanding their return on ad spend or investment. And this is how campaigns fail. First is if you are generating leads and you do not have a CRM in place, whether it's Close.io or HubSpot or Go High Level, that is going to make everything extremely challenging because we're not going to know how many leads we generated, if we're getting to those leads on time, meaning if a lead fills out a form, are we contact them in 5 minutes? Is there automation in place? Or we're just getting to them when we could get to them? That is going to be extremely deal breaker because if we're not able to see the quality of lead, if they're coming through Google or Facebook, this could be an extremely challenging time for us or any marketer to help optimize that campaign. The second challenge that most manufacturers have is they're not using a third-party tracking tool. There's going to be a endless amount of softwares to use when it comes to third-party tracking. But the reason why we want to do that is going to allow us to know exactly the true return in ad spend. So if we are working with a company that's making mattresses or gym equipment, one of the tools that we love is Triple Whale. Triple Whale, you're able to see the customer's journey, you're able to see the cost per acquisition, as well the new customer cost per acquisition, which is extremely important. There you also are able to see the customer's journey if they discovered us on Google, then purchased on Facebook, and now we could see if they're opening our emails or receiving our emails, or maybe they discovered us on TikTok. This is going to play a big role when it comes to spending your ad dollars wisely. If you are generating leads, CallRail is a powerful tool as well, because one, we can see the type of keywords that are generating these phone calls, and you can even record the calls to see the quality of the calls or see how your sales team or reception is handling these leads. And then comes to reporting when it comes to tracking an ROI. So let's break down leads. There's many costs to a lead. We have the cost of a lead, then we have the cost of a book meeting, then we have the cost of a strategy session, as in the attend the meeting, then the cost of acquiring a customer. If you're not tracking these steps, we're not gonna know where we're dropping the ball. Is the show rate extremely high? Are people coming to the meeting but not converting? And this is how we're able to identify a bottleneck in our system, optimize it, and then continue improving or increasing the ad budget, and understanding that if we spend $1,500 this month or $15,000 this month, this is going to be an estimated outcome that we're going to be seeing down the road. Third up is not having a funnel, a sales funnel. This could be one of the most common things you can expect when you're not seeing results online, because a customer's journey is all extremely different for each industry, each product, and customer themselves. So we want to know the customer's journey. So I've mentioned this in our previous tool, Triple Whale. Understanding how customers discovered you and what took them to convert. Are people opting into a lead magnet, then being nurtured through emails, and then your sales team is calling them, and then they're coming back onto your contact page on your website after you received the lead magnet? Or are people discovering you on Instagram and then coming on Google to purchase? Understanding the customer's journey is going to help you a ton, especially if you're really heavy with organic traffic and then you jumped into paid ads and you're not seeing the same results. Is because when you're leveraging organic traffic, people are already nurturing themselves. So we have to replicate that system with paid ads. What we have next is lead capture. So lead capture is when someone fills out a form, what will happen next? Are they going to receive an automated system? Would someone call them to schedule an appointment? If they do not answer their phone, are they now receiving a different sequence? If people booked a meeting and didn't show up, are they receiving another sequence? All these steps play a major role when it comes to converting someone from cold to warm to hot. Having these systems in place is exactly what you need to make your paid ad campaigns convert. A big role with paid advertising that's pretty unique is retargeting. Retargeting is when a consumer or a prospect visits your page, does not purchase, and then they now see that ad specifically all over the internet, whether it's Google display and they're seeing banners, or it could be retargeting campaigns on Facebook like testimonials and whatnot. This is going to help increase that level of interest in your consumers and have them convert. And the fourth reason why manufacturers fail with paid ads is by not understanding market awareness. Market awareness plays a huge role to your campaign success, because depending on where your consumers fall in this triangle of buying now, gathering information, problem aware or not problem aware, will depend on one, how are you positioning your ad, and two, if you're spending majority of your budget on Facebook or on Google. When it comes to these two platforms, Facebook and Google, they both work extremely well, but it's important to understand where we stand in our market awareness as well where our consumers' awareness levels are at. So if you are currently running ads, hopefully this video was extremely helpful to help you generate better leads or start generating leads and online sales. But even if you avoid these mistakes, running ads is not as simple as pushing buttons because you need the right strategy for it. If you want to run ads a proper way and drive real results to your business, check out the first link in the description to book in a call with me today. Thank you so much for watching this video and looking forward to seeing you guys again.